What's up, guys? Bear Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we gotta remember, as time goes on, we continue to upgrade our account in a multitude of ways, especially our main damage dealers. We're getting tons of stats, basic stats to get multiplied by our copies of our summoned awakened heroes through treasure train events that we get. We also, of course, now have Destiny Transition, boosting our power even more, and, well, man, oh man, it does seem like we are just moving further and further along the power stream where I think even our older heroes are going to surprise us. So here's what I'm about to do right here. I'm going to go to a kind of offensive setup here. We're going to keep the crown on. We do want to make sure we have what? We want to make sure we have crit chance at a bare minimum. And of course we have that. My guess is that this hero now can probably take out something that we were stuck on for quite a while without even doing anything else, and that is Sealand 35. We were stuck on the boss wave. I have a feeling this is actually going to go very, very smoothly, to be honest. We have all these different Ignis in there. We literally have a noble core. We have the synergy with the wolf pet. I cannot imagine this not working for us at this point. Unless somehow, like, she just gets CC'd constantly, which could technically happen because all the enemies get to go before us. But as long as she can heal up, I mean, the crown might be overkill. Even as the crown wears off in this next round, no, I can't. We kind of need it. Oh, geez, she might. Oh, this is kind of sketchy, actually. This is actually really sketchy. Oh my goodness. So not quite tanky enough in that setup. I do want to test something though. I want to see how strong an A and B will be in this situation. Whoops, I think we actually have A and B on other heroes, don't we? No? Did we not? Was I blind? I was probably blind. Chances are I was definitely blind, right? No, I'm just all over the place. There they are. There's three of them sitting right in the middle there. Our crit chance, 42%, should be enough. We could re-roll the stone if we want to, but I want to see if we can actually get this clear. The only thing I'm wondering is if we need like a stronger Ignis that can survive a few more rounds. But we really just have to see how strong A and B is, because from round 1 to round 15, it's going to have the same power level. It doesn't look like it's going to be strong enough, because right there she was saved by, well, we might have way too much block if we are running an A and B. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't need this extra 70 here. And we could go with like damage reduction. Honestly, I think we need the damage reduction from like I think maybe. She of course has giant killer and skill damage. She doesn't have Defire. She doesn't have any of the new stats, of course, because she's only an A-. And yeah, I guess getting hit with that round 1 does feel pretty bad, especially if she doesn't break out of the CC right here. I guess the other question is, do we even need to bother with Purify here? Like, we could go, oh, not Mark. Attribute Reduction Purify might be the better way to go here. I think one of the things they actually hit you with is an armor debuff. Now, of course, this might not work out. We might need to put her in the back row. Yeah, because we need to not be CC'd on the first round. So we'll just chuck her all the way in the back here. Still get CC'd, huh? Well, let's see if it works out, because it's just like a round or two. And now let's see what happens. So again, we have Attribute Reduction Purify, which should kind of help us out. Although, nope, because the Ignis died at a different rate here. Let's put two of the stronger ones in the front here. That works out fine, as long as we don't get... Yeah, that actually works out really good, because now we should be able to get like an energy every other round. Basics should crit and give us a full heal. The A and B, again, like I said, doesn't... Man, it's just so much damage in this one. It is so much. Maybe this is one where having the fan would work very well, because it also gives us a little bit of a damage boost here. Nah. Just too unreliable. Way too unreliable running her with Mark, or not running her that way. Could try the fan. We could try it. The only downside of this strategy, not running a crit attack stone, is that our crit chance is pretty low here. So there are chances that we don't heal. The nice benefit of the fan is the fact that we basically generate 30% of our health every single round. The problem here is the fact that we're just starting to take too much damage. We don't really have another Transcendence hero on our squad here that we can use. We don't even have Gaggy or anything like that. Debuffs aren't that big of a deal. It's just that 4th round damage just ramps up and just completely obliterates us. Again, we're full healing every single round, so it's not like healing is an issue. It's just finding the right artifact is definitely going to be the biggest issue here. Even running like a Magic Stone Sword, this part really doesn't do anything for us. We could try something weird like a Wildfire Torch, although I don't know, because you basically just have to live until we can get an attack off. So if it does take that damage and split it over multiple rounds, that's not the biggest deal, because again, we should full heal. It's weird. The Wildfire Torch is almost like a slept on item, because you will see at the, oh no, it ends up being a big amount. Oh yeah, if you can win very quickly, this can be a very strong artifact to have. However, as the rounds go on, once you get up to full stacks at 4 rounds, it's a lot of damage. I don't think you can afford doing anything besides a crown with this hero. I just really don't think it's possible. And that's even going with armor, damage reduction. I mean, there's really nothing else to use here, because I think our block chance is still really high, right? It's 91%, so it's pretty good. The enemies do have precision. We could try taking this out of the situation and going pure tank mode, but I don't think that's going to be enough to make this happen. The only other thing I can think is using some HP stones and or setups that might be a little bit better. Because her damage really isn't like super superb or amazing or anything like that. The crown does well until this round, and then it starts slacking off here. It's just so much damage incoming. I don't know if she can do it even with all these buffs. Now, there is one other thing we could do. I just thought of it, actually. It's going to cost us some gems, but it is going to increase the power here. So what we can do is we can remove you from this home, and we can go plug you into like the main home. So we can put her in here, quick settle. That's even better. We have the Asmodel there. Sure, we don't have a lot of power in her tenant, so that could be part of the issue here, because typically it doesn't really matter. But that does give her a little bit more power, and like I said, maybe we can do like some HP nodes. Since we can't survive, we shouldn't really worry about the damage we're doing. The more HP we have, the stronger the fan would be as well. That one could be interesting. So far, all right, this is the round where we usually start dying, but we did survive now. Interesting. Interesting. It's much, much closer. If we did take the time and move stuff around, that would probably be really good. Let's change these to HP. We could try just like an HP stone on top of that. I don't think it's going to be great since speed is pretty irrelevant here. We're always going to be going last for the most part. You just got to see if she's tanky enough at this point. And again, we can try all the different artifacts again now that we're running her much tankier. A lot more HP means she shouldn't get in that danger zone of HP as much, and that does give us a chance to see what 15 rounds of damage looks like, to see if she's offensive enough. We're already at 8 though, and they are very, very healthy. Luckily though, there is the synergy with the wolf, but it doesn't look like she has the damage, even with Giant Killer, to make this happen. So it's kind of like that trade-off. We don't quite have enough damage to do this. So close at this point, though. We'd have to go a little bit more offensive. We're at way too much block chance again. Jeez. So I guess now we can drop this and go back to crit chance, which might be the difference maker. We could try it still the same way. Oh man, I kind of just want to go a different stone on her. But no, we'll continue trying like this. I think we're like, we're there. We are so close. We're there. I just know we're there. She gets an active in round 1 as well, which is good. I'm going to keep my eyes focused. I've been focusing too much on her HP bar. I need to see if she's actually critting enough, and it doesn't really seem like she's critting very often. She's hitting like 1 or 2 targets that she is critting, and that's a big difference in damage as well. You want to be critting them. That's going to give you a lot of extra damage here. Yeah, I don't know. Dropping the HP stone, the speed HP stone, I think puts us too close to the danger zone as well. Because we are full healing, even though we're only critting a couple targets. Is there something different we can be running here? I mean, that's pretty much good. That's good. I mean, we could try... The one other thing that we could say is we could try the fan. Because now that we have a lot more HP as well, the fan is worth more because the shield is equal to 30% of our health. And if it's our health... Oh, man, we don't get a first round. So a couple, like 2 of the hits are going to get the 50% damage reduction. The other ones are going to be full-on hits. But the fan does give us some all damage dealt on top of that. That was a little close. And I don't think she's a strong enough hero in her current form for us to run something like Antler's Cane, which would really let her pop off. The occasional dodge is always fun to watch on Queen. We're going to do a few more here, see if we can make this work. We could try running a different artifact once again. We got to stick with the wolf, I think. We can't afford to go with like the lion or anything. You need that damage stacking to happen. We just need to not take serious big amounts of damage. We need to block everything, which we actually are not blocking everything. So that is part of the survivability issue as well. What we could try doing is going for the speed crit over here, which in reality, let's just do it. Hold on. Let's just do what I wanted to do in the first place. Let's just convert. I want to find like a crit attack. I really do. Crit armor break is interesting. Man, speed attack. That one's interesting. But no. That's interesting as well, but again, no. I really just want crit attack right now. I feel like that might be the best thing for us. Crit HP is okay. I'm kind of just tunnel visioning the one thing I want at this point. And it's not going to give it to us whatsoever. Man, come on. Give me the stone I want. There we go. We're just going to replace... Honestly... this one. We're just going to replace it. We're going to go crit attack. And then I want to change this crit back to block. Because you will notice the times we're dying are the times that we are not blocking the incoming attack. So we really have to overcap because they do have extra precision in these game modes as far as I know. So having a guarantee, you need to see a block on every single attack. Otherwise, we're just going to die. And even there, you saw we didn't block that final attack, even with the crazy high amount of block that we have. Okay, this round's fine. Next round's going to be the danger. Oh, wow. We didn't even make it to that round that time. This is so sketchy. Crown still seems to be the best option so far. Because it's round 5 that some of them get actives, and that's when it gets sketchy. Oh, or we just don't heal. If we don't heal, we don't win. Okay, all right. Let's go back to A and B. Again, we're going to try a bunch of different scenarios here. We're going to go back to crit chance. This way we have a high crit chance, 69. Nice. See if it actually works. See if it works. See if it works. We're going to give it a few more tries. We'll do that, and then maybe finish on crown if the A and B does not work for us. There we go. We literally got like a crit on every target that time, which is nice. You're seeing a lot more orange numbers. Because I think actually one of the debuffs they give is actually crit chance reduction. Maybe? I think. Man, I really want to use attribute reduction purify though. Yeah, the A and B is not good enough. It's simply not good enough. But I think maybe just going back to crown, crit attack. Maybe do something like this. I really just want to run this attribute reduction purify and see if we can get out of the first round without getting CC'd. Because after that, we should have a lot of CC coming our way. Problem is this. Missing like a round. But we'll see if it's fine. The horrify effect, though, means that we don't get to do anything. Yeah, I think it's too much RNG involved to resist at all. I think I need to move her down one slot in the list. But this is kind of working. And again, we just removed that giant stack, which is good. Yeah, that was close. Nope, we're dead. Yep, I knew that death was coming. What if we move her to something like this instead? Change up the positioning just a little bit. That way this one feeds, and then this one feeds. No, she got frozen. That's bad. That's really bad. Misses a whole round of healing and damage. The sketchy round right here. We cleared it. Okay. We're able to do damage. I just don't know if we're going to have enough damage. The last few rounds, we're going to really hit hard. No! That one definitely felt like we had enough damage to clear it. It definitely felt so much better. Did we not crit on anybody right there? Oh, we're like barely critting on the enemy at some of these chances here. So we're running block instead of the armor, which does seem to be reducing the damage more. The purify I'm really enjoying, honestly. Alright, another wolf buff. No, we're just taking too much damage. I think with enough tries, we can make this work. But for now, we're only going to do a few more. I want to keep this under like a 20-minute here. We'll see, though. The frozen on round 1, I think, means we lose. Because literally, we need every opportunity to deal damage possible. That's good. Yep, give her energy. That way, we don't have to deal with the horrify not giving us an attack this round. Of course, we're going to have to deal with it. Oh no, this round too, that's not good. Wow, it's stuck on there for 2 additional rounds. That's not great. No. Let's try to find at least one more good attempt here. It just seems like we're just dying off towards the end. Just feels bad. You can see a lot of these hits, just watching the damage numbers come in, there's so many hits that we are not blocking the enemy attack. So many of them. That one we blocked like every single one. Block, 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 block. And see, if we block every attack, we're fine. It just comes down to when we don't block. Like right there, we missed 2 blocks right there. It was so much extra damage coming in. This one looks like we have the juice to go to the end, but not quite. So as close as we are, 35 is just such a pain in the butt. Even with all her power upgrades, she's still not there yet. However, she's going to be the next one we take up to the next level, which means she's going to go from Surge up to Chaos. And when she gets to Chaos, oh man, it's just buffs again. Gives herself more attack. She's really not a damage-oriented hero, that's for sure. And that's kind of the big thing. Her Destiny transition doesn't really do much, sadly. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. See you guys next time.